It's been 10 years since 20 children and 6 adults were killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School. In recognition of that, we're bringing you the latest installment of our series, Note to Self. Isaiah Márquez-Greene, now 18 years old, was at Sandy Hook that day. He survived the shooting, but his younger sister, Anna Grace, was killed. In this note, he wrote to his younger self. He reflects on what happened that day and his sister's legacy.
Dear Isaiah, you're 8 years old. You are the light in the eyes of your mother, your father, and your sister. You weren't born into a rich family, but you have a rich family history. You are a proud descendant of enslaved people. Your parents teach you so much about your Puerto Rican and Black heritage. You are surrounded by family and friends in Canada, Puerto Rico, and the United States. When I look at you, Isaiah, I see a smart, funny young kid who loves hockey, Star Wars, sharks, Legos, and most of all, God. Hold on to the lessons you learned from him. You will desperately need them. You have been living in Winnipeg, Manitoba for 3 years. Your father got an exciting job there as a music professor. But in the summer of 2012, you will leave Winnipeg and move back home to Connecticut. On a cold morning, just weeks before Christmas, your 6-year-old sister Anna, your best friend, will be killed at the Sandy Hook school shooting.
A day of unimaginable horror here.
You, Isaiah, will somehow escape the building. But once out, you will all need a lot of help. Your friends from Canada and from Sandy Hook School will be the first to come. They will come to play with you so you won't be alone.
We welcome the Márquez-Greene family of Sandy Hook, Connecticut.
You will fly to LA for a Kings hockey game. You will meet Stevie Wonder, and he'll dedicate a song to Anna in the middle of Madison Square Garden. You will also still be required to make your bed and study hard. You can take comfort in the fact that even on the days when your parents won't want to get up, they will still get up for you. Isaiah, this terrible thing will happen, but you will be so much more than a Sandy Hook shooting survivor. Your parents will let you be a kid, but insist you be a kid with big dreams. You will still love music and play hockey. You will find your own voice, even speaking alongside Bernice King and earning a spot at one of the most prestigious boarding schools in the country. While there, you'll become a student leader in a role earned by only 12 students in the senior class.
Como ustedes saben.
You will become fluent in Spanish. When you're older, you're going to want to practice law to help kids and families just like yours. The Sandy Hook school shooting will change your life. You will go from a loved big brother with a 24/7 sidekick to an only child in under 10 minutes. And I won't lie, it will leave you lonely and it won't ever stop hurting. However, you will prevail. Imagining who she would be if she were still here will keep her alive in your heart. Because you knew her better than anyone else did. That's what will help you in your toughest moments.
One,
Remember the time Anna sang along as you played Come Thou Almighty King on the piano? Remember how she sat next to you on that bench and you played like you had all the time in the world? Isaiah, hold strongly to these memories, as they will soon become some of the only memories you'll have of your sister. As you grow up and deal with your loss, one of the biggest struggles you'll have is telling others about it. In fact, sometimes you'll choose to tell new people that you're an only child when they ask. You'll still think about Anna all the time, but any words you have to say about her will be unable to come out of your mouth. Don't feel bad about that. One day, you'll begin to realize that a way you can keep her alive is through your words about her. The words will come. You will learn that by keeping her alive, you are calling attention to all those who have senselessly lost their lives to gun violence and the inaction of our nation's leaders. One day, you will no longer be 8. You'll have a life to sort out. You'll have to decide what kind of person you want to be, despite the pain you carry. You will also have to use wisdom in choosing the company you keep. But throughout your young life, you will have the blessing of good friends. Friends who will be there for you in the tough times. As an 18-year-old, you still won't know where life is going to take you. But you should always remember that you have a community. Your friends, your family, your God, and your sister still sitting next to you on the piano bench. One day you'll sit where I am, waiting to hear from colleges. You will be a Sandy Hook survivor, but you will also be a regular kid. You will be more than ready to start your adult life and meet new friends. You will tell them, when it's right, about the sister who sang along when you play the piano.
Oh, man.
That was powerful.
What a gift that he has given us. I've gotten to know this family very well, and he has turned out to be such an amazing young man.
Yeah.
Number one, the way he wrote about his sister. She loved sharks, Lego, and God. And what he said about his parents, too, Jimmy and Nelba, that they will get up even when they don't want to.
Even when they don't want to, it's so wise.
For you.
And the honesty about the pain of what he's been through, and when he meets new people, not always saying he had a sibling.
That he'll
so
identify as an
understandable.
only
It's
child.
so relatable.
I never thought about that before, Tony.
Because it
How do you
opens things
describe
up.
It? Yes.
And then him saying he'll decide when he wants to let people in. And he just wrote something very beautiful to do so.
And I want to repeat that because it was powerful. He said, you will take comfort in knowing that even when your parents don't want to get up,
Yes.
they will get up for you.
I wrote that, too.
That is heavy.
He said, I'm a Sandy Hook survivor, but my life is so much more than that. Thank you for that, Isaiah.
These note to selves do it every time.
They do.
Every time.
Thank you, Isaiah.